So hi everyone, today we are going to talk about the queue data structure in Java, and the things that I'm going to cover in this video is what is queue with a real life example, when to use queue, how to use queue in Java, what are the common exceptions, what are the pros and cons of queue. So let's begin with the first one, what is queue. So queue is a linear data structure which follows the principle of first in first out. And if you go with the real life examples, if you have been to the movie and you have bought the ticket there, if you are first in the queue, you will get first out of the queue. So this is the real life example of the queue. Now the question comes when to use queue and how you will determine that I have to use queue. So the basic things where queue is used is in the inter-process communication or in the job scheduling. Suppose there are 3-4 jobs and you have to intercommunicate with each other job, then queue is the best one. Suppose I give you a demo. Suppose you have a file and the first job do is the file. It's a file watcher job. It just check whether the file is present or not. After that, another job is to process the file. Another job is to delete the file. So all these jobs are in queue. So first file watcher job will come and it will get executed. So it's first in first out. After that the file execution will happen. After that the file deletion will happen. So job scheduling is the example of the queue, or the inter process communications. Queue is very useful. Now coming to how to use queue, so let's begin with the Java program. So this is the program and I am using here priority queue. So the basic methods that I will show you here, the basic methods are add. Suppose I want to add a string like job1, add job2. So if I print out this queue now, it will print job1 and job2. So you can see here job1 and job2 got printed on the screen. Now coming to the other methods that the queue offers. Queue offers add, remove, poll, peek. These are the common methods. So same as that of the stack, peek is to check the latest element. So if I write here peek, it will look for the first element in the queue. If you same thing you will do in stack, it will print job2. So in queue it will print the first element inserted. That's the function of the peek. Now coming to other functions such as remove. Now if you want to remove something, suppose you just have to call the remove and it will remove the first one and the job2 will get printed. So this is how it will work. The job2 will get printed if you remove. Remove and poll are the same functions. Similarly, add and offer are the two same functions. So there is a difference between add and offer actually. So what add is a void. It's a void method and it can create exception. But if you do offer don't create the exception when queue is full. So I will cover that in the upcoming part. And similarly, remove and poll do the same thing, but remove causes exceptions whereas poll doesn't cause exceptions. So I will show in the exception part of this video. So this is how to use queues and the common methods. There are two implementations. One is through the priority queue, another is linked list. And if you are using the Java libraries, you can use array blocking queue, priority queue and many others. Okay, so let's talk about the exceptions now. So the common exceptions that we face in the queue is illegal state exception, and the other is no such element exception if there is no element in the queue. So suppose I will write here queue remove once more and once more. So now if you will see that this is causing no such element exception. queue because there is no such element. But if you do Paul, what Paul will do? Paul will remove the things, but it will not cause exception. It will just print empty, but it will not cause exception. So this is the difference between Paul and remove. They do both same things, but one causes exception, other doesn't, because one is Boolean, other is void method. Okay, so this is the exceptions that we get in the queue. Another exception that we get is illegal state exceptions that we get when we define the initial capacity of the queue and we are trying to insert the elements beyond that. So let's see that. So that's actually happen in the array blocking queue, not in the priority queue. Priority queue, this is the array blocking queue. I am giving the initial capacity as 2, and here now I will try to add one more element, job 3. So let's see what happens. If you execute this program, it will cause illegal state exception because queue is full. Okay, but if I do same thing with offer, then it will not cause exception because offer checks whether the queue is full or not. If queue is full, it doesn't enter the next element. So this is the difference between add and offer. So these are the two common exceptions that we face while executing the queue programs in Java. Now coming to the pros and cons. Pros of the queue is that it can handle multiple type of datas like int, strings, any object. So this is a flexibility in queue. It's very helpful in the inter-process communication, as I given you the example of the job scheduling. Now coming to the cons of this data structure, the searchability is not good in this one, and to delete a middle element and all those things, if you want to do, it's not feasible in the queue data structure, easily feasible. So these are the cons of the queue data structure. And if you want to check the stack, how stack works, what are the common exceptions, please check the previous video. And this is about the queue. So I think we have finished this, and thank you very much for watching the video.